Wait, yo, I'm Sal off the boat. Welcome to Italian Sicilian Do It Better podcast. I don't know if they really do it better, but I'm the guest today, so I gotta show some respect.
Italian Sicilians do it better. Oh, can't you see? From cooking to comedy, it's pure family. Turn it up. This groove's for you. Queens in the house, bringing something true.
RAI International still.
International still sucks. That was funny.
Yeah.
It really still sucks.
What the hell?
I don't see any, like, I don't watch The only thing I like from Rai International that's up to the time, like, like, they show cartoon.
Yeah.
Who needs cartoon nowadays, like, with the kids, like, when we have YouTube and everything?
They're still doing it, man.
The show, they're like 6 months behind. You watch a show in Italy and 6 months later it's on Rai International.
Really?
Not TV show, like a music show, like stuff like.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
see, I don't know, like they do Vincenzo Salemme show or whatever. 6 months later, it's on Rai Italia. Like,
So I bought something where I get maybe over 100 different stations
yeah.
from Italy direct, and everything is clear.
Which one? What's called?
Chibor,
Cyborg. Eh?
Cybor.
Actually, I have at home. They send me a free sample, and I made a video to see, and I like how it works. But I realized that I was not using it. So, like, why I gotta pay for something that I'm not? Because Cyborg has the same pro
Yeah.
Chibo, where, like, the good show, it's on 3 p.m. But 3 p.m. I'm working.
Right,
Like,
right.
by the time I got into TV 8 to 9 a.m., 9 p.m., it's 3 a.m. in Italy. There is nothing good going on. So
Right.
now I do have one of these, we call Ubezzot. Like those, it's kind of Cyber, but there is also Sky, Premium, Netflix, and everything. Only Italian, and it's like $15 a month. So I feel I got my money worth because there's a lot of on demand,
Yeah.
so I can watch.
Watch when you want
I
to.
watch when I
That's
So it
true.
was funny because my father-in-law was used to regular RAI,
Yeah,
and then Mediaset came out.
yeah,
When I told him I found this,
yeah.
Chibor, I said, no, it's direct. I said, it's the same time, in Italy. So I got it for him. At first, he looked a little doubtful,
Yeah.
And then he called his sister. So they were watching the same thing, the same time.
Oh,
always
that's
testing you, bro.
That's cool.
So when he
yeah.
noticed that, all right, this is real. It's only
Yeah.
off a couple of seconds. So now he got used to the show that his family watches in Italy. And they call each other because they're watching at the
They
same
talk
moment. So
about,
it's pretty funny.
Is it the show Kukida, the one who sounds like she chews on cigars?
Yes, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
I can't, man. It was the one where they always find
Posta
somebody.
Sola?
Oh,
No.
Boston Soul, yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but
It's been going on
long time.
Yeah, when I was 18, I went to the college, 19, and one of the girl in the show was in the same class with me, and everybody was, oh, that's the you know what I mean? In the college,
wow.
you have class like 200 people, like, say, oh, that's the but I didn't watch the show, and this is what 20 years ago. So like,
But that's crazy though. Like first of all, how long that show's been going on, I can only imagine. But like when she speaks, like I sit down, she scares me because it's so like like I don't know.
The deep voice.
They're deep, bro. Like deeper than most guys I know, man. That's crazy. And she wasn't sick or anything like that, where she had like some kind of like tonsillitis or something.
I'll give her a call after this.
Gamma.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch the show, but everybody. So I like now there is a Rai and Mediaset. You can have the on demand through them
Oh,
too. So like if like my aunt was visiting me, my mom's sister, and she say, "Oh, can I watch
The shows.
the show?" So she watch like she binge watch like. I didn't watch the last 10 episodes. Okay.
there you go.
Because the episode without the commercial, it's probably like 30 minutes.
Right.
Like, it's not like a long episode, but like,
Or it's like Sanremo, for example.
Yeah.
My father-in-law watches it live.
yeah.
It finishes here, but then our RAI starts.
Yeah.
So he already knows the results.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but he's retired, so he's
Yeah.
fine. Like
Yes.
for someone that works, it's not.
No, it's either really early in the morning or is it really late at night?
Yeah, it's something like with the games. Like last night, I had to watch the game. I was in the office. I say to my boss, I say, "Man, Napoli is still playing the last game. This is something like I need to watch." And because they usually play on the weekend, I say, I put another computer next to my computer and was watching the game. And even if we are already recording here, like
Yeah.
cut this part. Okay? Even if like nobody like understand the soccer here in America, like every time like, oh, Napoli scored, and everybody in my area was like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you, but they had no idea what's going on. You know,
Good for you, Sal.
I'm surprised they didn't do it on a weekend because it's important.
because of the Inter has some more game for the Champions League. So
They had to play it.
they had to. But yeah, they were very close teams. Literally, they were 1 point apart. Like
Yeah,
it's
very close.
crazy. So
When the series first started, it didn't look like either one of them were gonna
yeah.
be as high.
Oh yeah, Napoli started at 1 point. We were number 10. Like that's when Conte came in. Like we were like number 10, and we won. You know, like
Yeah, Conte's he's a great.
yeah,
It really always depends on the coaches, man.
yeah.
Seriously, because the players, you know, they're gonna do their job. They get paid. They do what they got to do, but they always say like the strategy, everything is up. It's all on the coaches. So
Listen, imagine like a team, like a company. You can have a very good boss, or you can have a very good worker. But if you have a good boss that coordinate everything,
right,
they're not gonna do a good job. You gotta put people in condition to do a good job. The players also matters, you know. Like, but I feel like the coach in Italy we call the Mister. I don't know why it's so funny for me. I used to call Mister, but now it's so funny when living in America they call Mister. But yeah, the coach makes a big difference.
yeah, it really does.
What are your feelings? Because a lot of people don't like soccer here. To me, I feel like soccer is the most tiring game because they're running
It's active,
non-stop.
very active.
I feel okay. This is my personal feeling. I feel like American games. That's literally the opposite. Like American games, they're not a real job, not a real sport.
Competition. Yeah.
If you got the time to stop, to have a drink, to laugh, high five with the people, it's not a real like a game. It's sport when you push yourself, you know.
Right.
But also, I think I agree like on a extent, but like for the newer generation, soccer is coming back. It's like you see a lot of kids now playing soccer, girls playing soccer now. I see a lot of a lot of young kids they're getting. I think with the world getting globalized with the internet and social media, the world it's getting smaller and smaller. So Americans for years they thought they were at the center of the world. Like our spot is the reals. Like
They still do, man. They still
but
do.
they call like the World Series
right.
where the only American team plays. So what
Right.
kind of World Series is that? Like only American teams. It's like I say Miss Universe and only people from America will play. Like you are not the
Right.
center of universe.
You're right.
But right now with the social media, like everybody's watching what happens outside the United States. So soccer is getting big and big, and we got now we got the World Cup here in the United States, in Canada and Mexico.
Are you gonna
So
go?
I think I'm gonna go to see a few games. Depends how Italy does, but like I think,
But that's the thing. If you wait to buy the tickets,
yeah, I know you're gonna get. I
you
don't know.
gotta take a chance.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge soccer fan, but like I'm a bad guy. Like when Napoli was not in the first places, I was like I don't even was watching the games. You know, like I like to win. Like all the kids. When I was a kid, in my like preteen years, I was a big Milan fan because at that time Milan was winning everything. So
Right.
everybody wants to win, you know. Probably that's why you are a Juventus fan because you for years was making
Every year.
every year was winning, was making good sport, was making a good show, you know.
I fell in love with Juventus. To be honest with you, I can't tell you why, but it was the first game my uncle took me here to go see, and for some reason, ever since then, I just stuck with it. And I was like 7, 8 years old. Yeah. So they could have sent me to go watch Napoli. I probably would have stuck with
With
that one
Napoli,
team. Yeah. It's just I like the team, and they were winning every year, so they had the power, they had
Yeah.
everything. Now,
I feel besides like roots, like for me, like I'm from my area that most of the people are from Napoli, and if you are like for Juventus, they will like literally make fun of you.
yeah, I seen the
Uh,
videos.
Most of the people they are, I think it's generational. Like I said, like the generation between 50s and 60, 70 years old people now, the most Inter fan because when they were young, Inter was big, was at this
Monster
biggest,
team.
yeah. Like my generation, little bit before me, like I remember as a dream, like when Napoli won the second Scudetto, it was 1990. I was 7 years old. So me and my cousins and my friends, a little bit older than me, they still remember Maradona. So we saw Napoli doing during the golden age. So like the generation is from Napoli, like
Yeah.
but I think there is also like a generational uh like come si dice? A generational
Like a passing over of the
yes.
team. That's
Yeah.
what now. My kids are gonna like them because that's what I like, and it's
Yes, yes. But yeah. But it really, as I said, it really depends also in which family you grow up.
right.
Some family they are very big soccer fan. Some family they don't really care. In my household, like my mom and my dad, we only watch Italy at the World. So we literally watch soccer like every 4 years. Like we will watch. I remember the first World Cup. I remember 1990. They were in Italy, and I remember like as a dream. As I said, I was 7 years old. But I do remember like the
Oh,
commercial.
Italia 90.
Italia 90,
Yeah.
correct. I remember USA 94. This the first one I clearly remember watching the game with them. I was 11. I was watching the game with my friends, like we'll get together. France 98, I remember like I was a grown up at the time. I was 98, so I was 14, 15.
You were still in Italy.
Yeah, I was still in Italy, yeah. So I remember that very good too. Like we even like spray paint one of this thing. We got yelled by my dad. Like, why you spray painting the wall
Yeah.
of the house? Like,
Oh man.
what if we lose the game? Like, we end up winning. We end up winning the no, 2006 we won. But yeah, I remember like those. But we basically used to watch soccer every 4 years because when
Yeah.
Italy was in.
Yeah, I remember 1990 we lost to Brazil,
Yeah.
and I remember it was a close game. But we still party.
Yeah.
The streets were still going crazy. 94, same thing. They were playing here. We were ready to party. We lost, but we went, to there's a strip of Fresh Pond Road.
Yeah.
You can't move over there, so we party anyway. Then I think it was 98, it was France won home.
Yeah.
And then in 06, when Italy won finally, we were all at a wedding. And I was so mad because out of all days, I had to be at a wedding. And we were in church, Sal, and my uncle, he brought a little TV with the antenna. And we were in church watching the game. And we got in trouble.
I remember one of the game was my little cousin communion. And like in Italy, communion, but the last hours.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like but that specific communion, like at one point, even the guy that was playing the music said, "Okay, we gotta go now. See you later." But everybody was rushing out to get the food so they can go home and watch the game.
That's awesome.
And you probably don't remember here because in America didn't make the news, but there was in 1990 one of the game. There was Napoli. There was Italy versus Argentina, and they were playing in Napoli, and everybody was for Maradona.
Oh, yeah. He was like the god.
yeah. So Italy didn't even stand like that was being in a foreign country inside the Napoli, because everybody was rooting for the guest team, not for the home team.
Like he is right. A lot of American sports football, you stop flag on the play,
Basketball's not active.
set up. Basketball's pretty active.
They have commercials every 2 minutes.
Come on, man. You know what I mean. While they're playing, it's back and
No,
forth,
I,
back and
I,
forth.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
the reason why basket it's popular in Italy. It's popular too.
It is.
Very
Yeah.
popular.
Basketball, and I think hockey too.
Hockey, it's not so popular in Italy.
No, but it's very active though.
Yeah.
You have to keep going. You have to keep going.
I would love to go to watch a game. Like I watch a game on the TV. I think it's the funniest sport ever. Like
Which one?
hockey. Like,
Hockey?
yeah.
I never been to hockey.
I went
Me
to one.
neither, but,
I
like,
went to one. It was
wanna
all
go
right.
to watch a game.
I went to a Rangers game once, and like baseball, I fell asleep. I can't do it, man.
So speaking of sport, I'm gonna tell you a fact that's Italian related.
Let me hear it.
You know, like they do this big glow with the number one. Like we are the number one. They do like this big thing on the hand.
Oh yeah. Foam finger.
Foam finger, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. And I was talking to my wife. I say we were watching a show, and I don't remember which show. And they say, "Oh, you know, in Italy, there was one of the movie, not a show, where the guy that found out he was not American because he did the number 3 like this and instead like this."
Oh, okay.
I think it was Inglorious Bastard. I don't remember
Something
the name
like
of the
that.
movie. Like, something
Yes, I
like
think
that.
it was Inglorious Bastards. Yeah.
And I was talking to my wife. I was like, you know, my wife is born and raised in America. So I was like, in Italy, we count 1, 2, 3. And say, when you say when you do like in Italy, you say you want to say you're the number 1. You do something like this. You're the number 1.
Right.
And they say, you don't do like that in America. She say, no, in America, when you want to say you're number 1, you do like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny because in Italy, we do like this, like we say, state zit, you know, like, shut up. Like, so, and I was so confused. And she was like, why you think in the game they have the big glow with the number? See, you know, I never connected the dots. And my whole life I was like, why they were the funny thing? What the meaning of the thing?
Right.
Let everybody shut up.
Yeah, like it means number 1.
Listen, you're learning every day, man.
Oh yeah, every single day I learn something.
I think it was an uncle of mine that came from Italy once. Actually, it's my wife's uncle. We were driving in the car, and finally he goes, I don't understand. Why every corner there's a sign that says "Une vai"?
Yeah, one
way.
way. Yeah,
Never.
that's funny. You know what was the fun like it for me? When you go, and this was my very first time in America, and I felt so stupid.
No.
When you go, there is a school. They say crossing school, but there
Right.
is like X,
X cross. Yeah.
like seeing school, something like say. I will say like that. And I thought that's gotta be like a Chinese school.
Oh my God.
Like, why you will say called?
Xing.
Yeah, sings. Yeah, I will read the sing. Sing school. Okay, what?
Ma tu non sono ste Chinese.
How many Chinese schools there in New York? Like every school is Chinese here. It's all sing school.
I never put that together.
Yeah, but it was
would have
like
thought of that either.
cross Xing school. Like
You know which one I still don't know till today?
Which one?
Is it deaf child crossing?
Yes.
What does that mean?
No, it's a warning saying that there's deaf children at play. That there's
at play.
meaning basically
They
that there's a
can't
deaf
hear the-
kid in the neighborhood on that street. So be
Oh,
careful.
really? Is that what that
yeah,
means?
Yes.
they can't hear the car, so you gotta
Right.
pay extra attention.
Right.
Oh,
And
I thought it
could
meant
fill-
something else.
You could fill that out with the city, or with the city, and then you tell them I live here. My kid is deaf. I need a sign up, and they'll come and put up a sign.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the kid's gonna run down the street and you're honking. They don't see. Obviously they don't hear you. Wow. You know, shit happens.
Another thing that got me, I don't know if I'm saying it correct in English. When you merging on a main road, there's the sign yelled.
Yield.
Yes.
Yield.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought the sign would say yell, like you have to yell at other people, like,
Just keep
to make that aware of yourself. Like, why you can just honk? In Italy, we honk a lot.
Right. Yeah.
So we just can't honk, like you have to yell to people, like.
In Italy, you guys honk a lot because nobody wants to hit the fucking brakes. They just want to keep going.
That's true. Like in Italy, like stop sign, it's more like a suggestion.
Exactly.
Like we suggest you to stop.
If you
Like,
don't, it is what it is.
I was in Italy 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and I'm at my brother's house, so we got in 2 cars. I have a rental, and I stop at the stop sign, and my brother next to me like, whoa, and honking on me. I say, why you stop? I say, you know, there's a stop sign. It's dangerous. Someone can hit you from the back. Like you don't stop at the stop sign. Like really? Like literally was like, okay. I say, I'm too American, I guess, right now.
So what's the sign for?
It's a suggestion.
Decoration.
It's a decoration, exactly.
If you
It's a
want to stop.
It's a suggestion. We tell you, if you want to stop, you can stop.
Oh my
But the
God.
cops over there don't bust your balls about
No,
that stuff.
not at
Wow,
all.
because they're doing it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But the first time they pulled me over here in America for hitting, for not stopping at stop sign,
Right.
a cop saw me, like, pull me over, and I was like, I always played the dumb card with the cops. I'm sorry, I'm Italian, I don't speak English, blah, blah, blah. And the cop was like, I've been in Italy, I'm sure stop everywhere. Like, it's
shit.
like the word is the same worldwide. Like, it's no way you can't read the sign. Like, so.
I would have turned around and be like, it doesn't say firma.
Yeah.
It says
But
stop.
He didn't give me a
ticket?
so I got lucky. But in the very old days in Italy, the stop sign, it's like been 30, 40 years. Back in the days, it would say alt, like ALT, alt. Still now, I went to Brazil a few months ago, and they will still say alto, like means stop. Like,
Wow.
the sign, it's more or less the same shape, same color, but the word, it's
You went to Brazil?
yeah, I was in Brazil in February.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where would you go for, like, some kind of carnival?
No, most of my wife family on her father's side, it's in Brazil.
Nice.
Italian, Italians are everywhere. United
There's
States.
a big population in
Yes.
Brazil.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
huge population of Italians.
Brazil and
They
Argentina.
are Italians in Brazil, and they're very, very proud of their Italian origin. They've been there like, I think, 3 or 4 generations. They all have the passport. They all like cook
The
Italian
original.
food. Yeah, like they feel.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
cool.
yeah, I was in Brazil. I had a good time.
You liked it?
I liked it. I see. Besides the weather, I hated the weather. Like
What was wrong?
because over there was a summer. Like the season are
It's
inverted.
It's hot over there.
Yeah.
It's very, very hot. So I spent the whole time inside with the AC.
Oh.
But I love the food. Very
Yeah.
close to Italian food. Even if you go to a regular Brazilian restaurant, their food is also good. A lot of meat.
I
a
heard
lot
the
of
mosquitoes are like this over there.
Oh yeah, like I got like I was wearing shorts one day. We got my wife uncle has a fazenda, they call the farm, like, but it's more like a summer house too. It's a regular farm. They have animals. I had the whole experience like on the horse crowding the
Nice.
the animals, but they have a pool. It's more like a summer house too. So I wear shorts for one day. I usually don't wear shorts, but we were on the pool, and they got mosquito bites everywhere. By the day we
bad.
were, it's bad. It's bad there.
Damn.
Besides the weather, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the food. The people are very nice. It's cool to be Italian there. Like when they see you're Italian, it's a kind of, it's like here in America, when they
Right.
see you're Italian. People,
Hey, yo.
like, oh my god, my cousin was Italian, my third great grandfather was Italian,
Yeah. They're pulling them from the woodwork.
yeah. But yeah, like South America, it's like North America. There's a lot of Italians.
Right.
Like they told me how their great grandfather end up in America. They will literally go, okay, we go to Brazil. We going to America. They don't tell you North or South America. They will tell you, most of them, they don't speak English. They will tell you the third boat stop. So the boat will leave from Napoli, or some of them they will leave from Sicily, from the north. Some of them, they even very back in the day, they will leave from Venice and other area. They will literally go around. So they will say third stop, you get out. So they will come. First stop was UK. Second stop was New York or maybe Canada. So they will literally count the stop. So if for some reason the boat didn't stop in New York because the weather was not good, that will skip that stop, you end up in the wrong area or sometimes in the wrong country.
Holy shit.
And he said that happened with his family. They end up doing working in the coffee farms, and then they opened the coffee business. At one point, they were there in the history books. At one point, they were the biggest producer or the second biggest producer of coffee in Brazil.
Oh wow.
They will call the people in Italy, like they will send a letter, no call. They will send a letter, say, come here, it's very nice, But at the end of the day, it was not nice at all. But just so they can have some company from
Right.
the same home country to not feel alone, they would say, "Come here. There is a lot of work. It's nice." The part of the lot of work was true.
Yeah, but the
part that
nice part wasn't.
nice was not true.
Work is always there.
Yeah. But so like it's like here in New York, like that's why we have like some area like 300 people, 300 family from the same hometown in Italy, because they will send a letter and say, "Come here, there is work, there is jobs for everybody," and the whole family will go where there is a paisano, where there is a cumbare, a cugino, zia. Everybody will try it because they come here, they didn't speak the language.
Right.
South America, they had the plus that either way, Portuguese or Spanish, it's much closer to Italian.
Right.
And for us, Neapolitan dialect, it's very, very close to Spanish language. Also to Portuguese, but Spanish, it's like very, very close. Because southern Italy, at one point, was ruled by the Spanish kingdom. So the language, the dialect, which was the language at one point, was very close.
Right.
So that was easier. Like you come here in New York, you didn't really speak the language. There's people, I met people that have been here 40 years.
And
They
they speak.
still don't speak English.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like that, which is unfortunate.
It took me 5-6 years to get a decent point to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like when I came here the first time, I used to watch Telemundo, the Italian,
Because I was close.
because I was able to understand, at least to watch a movie
Right.
to understand something.
Right.
But it's easier when the language is closer.
Absolutely.
So
Anyway,
since you brought this up, a good question is, because you were born in Italy, what are your thoughts on like how everyone, I guess here today is people saying you try to be Italian, you're not Italian. Do you think that's offensive to Italians?
I live here.
That like everything that we do, social media, everything.
I know what it means.
Okay.
So the Italians in Italy speak outside. It's different than what the Italian really think of what they say on social media. I know exactly what they do the same to me. Like I spend time with Americans. I enjoy the company of Italian Americans. And, you're not a real Italian anymore. Stay there in America. Don't you dare to come
Yeah,
back
why?
to Italy. Because Italy, for many years, they had such a bad economy, political, like the only thing they can literally brag is not the fact to being Italian. So they're feeling, so you want to steal from me? The only thing that really matter to me is to being Italian.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just we have the word in Italy for that. It's called the campanilismo. I don't know if you guys know the word.
No.
It comes from campana. The campana, it's the tower with the
bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Campanilismo means whatever happens in the area when I can hear my
the bell.
campana, when I can hear my bell, that means I gotta stick with them. I gotta protect them. It's like my tribe. It's like
Gotcha.
it's outside of that area. I gotta say it's wrong, because in the way telling that's wrong makes me automatically feel my way it's better.
Right.
It's the same reason why I say, if you ask to a real Italian, what's the real Sunday sauce? There's not a real Sunday sauce. Like every family will do in a different way. You ask to 100 women from 100 small town, they will tell you 100 different recipe. If you say, what's the most important saint? Every campana, every church has this like Neapolitans have San Gennaro. People from Palermo have Santa Rosalia. People from...
Who have a Padre Pio?
Yeah, Padre Pio, it's more in the Beneventan area,
Okay.
outside Benevento, but lately it's a very important saint. Padre Pio, it's a different thing, because Padre Pio was the first saint in the new millennium. So
Right.
it was the saint that was on the media.
Right.
Was the first saint that was on TV. That's Padre Pio. It's the first saint we actually have footage and movies, so we can hear his voice. It was like the first saint of the new
Modern saint.
modern. So
'Cause
yeah,
you actually saw him.
Right.
so that's different. But Pio was a star. It was in the TV. So it's different. So it's kind of all the Italians. But like all the saints, every city, every town, sometimes within the same town, every fraction of that area has their own saint. So you can't ask an Italian
Or their own dialect, maybe.
or their own. Yeah, my mom and my dad, they grow up two different town that were next to each other. Like I will say, but literally there was a street. Like you could walk from my dad house to my mom house, and there's a few words in the dialect that if you say the words, it's a different, totally different word from the other town.
Altogether, yeah.
Yeah. And going back to the thing of the Italian American, like Italians feel like they've been robbed of that thing of, oh, I'm Italian, I'm a real Italian, you can be me, like you are a fake, like so they feel like you're robbing them of something,
Right.
which it's not true. I always say Italians, it's not black or white. Italian, it's all bunch of shades. There is Italians in Italy. There is Italians off the boat. There is even Italians in Italy. There is Italians in northern Italy, south. If you take a person from Sicily, a person from Rome, a person from Milan, and a person from Trento, they four different lifestyle, four different way to eat, four different way to cook. And same thing, if you do the same experiment with 100 people from 100 town, it's even you got 100 different lifestyle. There is some things that we all Italian we all do some things, and that's the same things that they've been here in America. They've been bought.
The plastic chairs, the plastic couch.
Correct. Oh, I'll tell you an extra thing too. Like my uncle used to plastic wrap the seats in the car.
Oh, no.
Imagine you are a kid in the 80s with a car like a small Fiat
At
with
100
no
degrees.
AC because there was no AC, and you literally stick on the thing in
You
the
need
car.
no seatbelts in that car.
Yeah, you don't need a seatbelt, exactly. You just get the. But like that's why I feel Italians they are, and they always try to bring like, oh, Americans are fake because they all mix of everything. Italian,
Purebred.
it's big.
It's worse.
It's worse. Italian, it's the biggest melting pot in the world. Like Italians, we may have the same color of the skin, but originally we are like from northern of Europe. There is if you do one of these DNA thing,
Yeah.
like I come up like I was like 1% Greek because at one point
Right.
southern Italy
Yeah.
was from Greek.
Greek, Morocco, from
Yeah.
South Africa. Yeah,
Correct.
all that
Yeah,
stuff.
all kind.
Yeah.
Arabian.
Yep.
There's been all kind of people. in
Middle
Italy.
Eastern.
Middle Eastern. You go more north.
You get French, Swiss, German. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is more like sometimes the people from the north will move in the south. Look in Sicily, there is a lot of blonde people with blue eyes, which is not exactly a Sicilian thing.
Right.
But they come because they're like people from the north. At one point, they moved in the south. In my specific area, in my small town, it's called Casal di Principe, the house of the prince, because one of the prince from north, from one of the, I forgot the country, but was in northern East Europe. At one point, one of his son tried to kill his father to take his place in the crown. The father loved his son so much, he's supposed to kill him, but instead to kill him, he was related to the king of Napoli. He said, listen, you gotta find a place where this guy's gonna be okay,
Oh, me mata legnate.
but he's never gonna be out to get out of there.
Right.
Right.
So my specific area was
Royal.
close to the water, but in the inner land there was a lot of palude. How you say, like there was a lot of the land was like mud, literally.
Oh, it's like swamp.
Swamp, correct. There was a swamp, so it was hard to get there.
Yeah.
So they built a house for this prince, and the guy stays there. long story short, why I said this whole thing. In my area, the name Stanislavo, it's a Slavic name. Stanislavo, that means like it's a Slavic name.
Yeah.
It's number one name in the area because this prince was from Eastern Europe, was a Slavic prince.
Mm-hmm.
And Corvinus was the last name of this prince. Today, it's the first last name in my town. So, like, even in my hometown, we can say, oh, we are 100% Italian. Half of the population comes from this prince that comes from back in the days.
It's cool story.
Yeah. So, like, that is Italy. It's been a melting point, you know. And when they say, "Oh, Americans are bad because, like Trump is a businessman. A businessman not supposed to do politics." Hello, you had Berlusconi. It was the same thing. You wanna go a little back in the history? Camillo Benso di Cavour, which is now you go to school and you study him in the history, was the richest person in the country. He ran as a first prime minister, and there was at one point he was prime minister. It's always been like that. Like
They're all the same.
yeah, they're all the same. You can't say that Italy is different from America.
I have
so-
to say this. It's May,
Mm.
and I was gonna try to go through the whole year without hearing that freaking name Berlusconi.
Oh,
Every year I have to hear that name. He's been gone, and I still hear that freaking name, bro.
and they named an airport in Italy after him.
Oh
The
my
airport
God.
of Milan now.
It's after him?
It's Silvio
Really?
Aeroporto Silvio Berlusconi. Like here you have JFK.
Yeah.
Over there is Aeroporto Silvio Berlusconi. So if you go to Italy,
I'm gonna hear it
you're
still.
gonna hear the name.
I can't get away from this guy.
You can't get away from this
So
guy.
so the reason why I brought that up was because a couple episodes ago, I was trying to make a point on people calling us you're not Italian.
Fake.
We're not Italian. We're born here.
Yeah.
But is it wrong that I'm just proud of remembering my grandparents or my mom and keeping that tradition?
They should be happy. I'm happy for that. They should be happy that Italians, like, even this is something that's beautiful about Italy. No matter how many generations you have been out of the country, like I told you, the people in Brazil, but I can tell you same thing of people here in New York.
They're probably in the same position
Yeah.
as here.
Like people been 3-4 generation in that country, they still feel they're part Italian. They still feel they have to carry the tradition, they have to carry the heritage, some values they still hold. So I feel that's a beautiful thing. But for some reason on the social, but you know, on the social media everything is hate.
Of course.
You can make you will post, like I post a video last night making fun and saying Napoli won the Scudetto. I got, I don't know, 200 comments of people fan of Inter throwing hate, like saying why you know, everything is hate on the social.
Everything, man.
I post a video, you know, like my social media, it's about being Italian in America. So I post a video of me saying something that's real Italian, and like, 5,000 people say that's not a real Italian. My family's been Italian and never, from both sides of the ocean.
Yeah.
I got that from Americans too, from Italian Americans too.
Yeah.
You know, like that's not real. I'm a kind of a limbo now because I'm not enough Italian for the Italians in Italy, but I'm not a real Italian American because I'm not Italian American.
That was my
I'm
next
Italian.
question. Do you feel like you're more Italian now or more American Italian? Because
I feel I'm Italian. I'm born and raised in Italy, but I feel lucky because I can get the best of both worlds.
Yes.
And I can make my own way of life. I celebrate the Italian holiday and I celebrate the American holiday.
Right.
I celebrate the Italian American holiday. I never did go to San Gennaro feast in Napoli, in Italy, because it's something from Napoli. We will celebrate a different saint when I'm from. Here in America, I'm Italian American. Every single year I go to San Gennaro feast. I met my wife there. We made a tradition to go back
you enjoy.
every year. I'm not Sicilian. I never celebrated Santa Rosalia in my life. I lived a few months in Bensonhurst, and I go to Santa Rosalia feast in Bensonhurst all the time, every year, and I enjoy it.
A lot of Chinese people too now.
A lot of Chinese people too. I remember the first time I went to Manhattan, and the guy Ernest Rossi, the guy that owns Rossi and Co. next to,
Yes.
he said, "Now we do this big feast here. You see the Italians with the Chinese dragons because now all the at one point they all merge, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, going back to the question, I feel Italian, but I feel lucky. I get the best of both worlds, and I love Italian American. They show me some things that they've been lost in Italy.
Yeah.
Like some of tradition
Exactly.
they carry in America, like the ash thing that they do something on their cross. In Italy, it's lost that tradition. They
Really?
don't really do that anymore. My grandmother used to do something like that.
Mm.
Or the fact that you do some, they still use some Latin here when you do for religious purpose. That's been lost in Italy because the Latin the now just when the Pope resigned, it's been used. You know, like because the Pope
So
has to resign.
that's a good point because some of the things I would say or do
Yeah,
don't exist in Italy no more,
correct.
and we're a joke.
Yeah.
No, we're not modern. It's not so much a joke. We are holding on to the old
Tradition.
school stuff that over there they long
Yeah,
gone
Like Sal,
past.
you must see, or because it happens, right? You've been here now how long?
10 years now, yeah.
And you see change.
Yes.
How does it feel? Like you would want to not, you would want your daughter,
Yeah.
which congratulations, we didn't bring that up
Thank
yet. You would want her to kind of continue your traditions,
Correct.
which they're probably not going to happen over there.
Correct. Since I left Italy, tradition like when I left Italy, there was not Black Friday in Italy. I never heard about Black Friday until I came to America.
Right.
Now there is a Black Friday in Italy because all this big
Hmm.
corporation they say we don't have all the other American holidays, but the Black Friday it's a thing there.
It's a good
because
business
it's a
model.
good business model. So then in Italy now they celebrate the Black
Jeez.
Friday.
They
Like,
pick and choose what they like, huh?
Yeah. Like I was so jealous of the Americans because I used to love Halloween.
Mm.
Halloween was not a thing.
A
when I was in
Carnival.
Italy. Carnival, it's beautiful too, but Halloween, why?
It's different.
Yeah, it's not different. You can have one extra holiday. You know, like as a kids will now, Halloween it's big in Italy. Like kids, they will go out, they do the
Trick or treating.
trick or treat, they do all the stuff.
Do they say it like that? They go trick or treat.
They say dolcetto scherzetto,
Really?
dolcetto scherzetto.
That's too much. I can't
Yeah.
say.
But like now,
For you.
I
now
know.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
So things change. But here in America, sometimes I feel I find some real time capsule. I was 2 weeks ago.
That was perfect word for it.
I
yeah.
went to New Jersey for something, and for some like social media stuff.
Mhm.
And the guy tell me, one of the guy that was with me, he say, you know, there is an Italian cafe here. Every time I say there is an Italian cafe, I go to stop by. I love the fact of the Italian cafe in America. I go there and I walked one of these cafe that they were very popular in Italy in the 80s. All glass background, glass shelf,
nice.
silver decoration on the and formica, like very 80s things. There's no more a place like that in Italy except some very old barber or some very
Right.
old coffee corner that the guy still hold because he lives in the back door, so it's not a big deal for him to open the door and make a coffee, you know.
Right.
And I feel that's a treasure that is here in America. And unfortunately, place like this, they're also going out to close here in America. I just hear another historic place is about to close on 18th Avenue. I
Yeah,
feel
Little
those are
Records,
like,
yeah.
yes, the record store. Those are time capsule. They don't exist anymore in Italy. And me, I love history too. So I feel I feel lucky. I go to some another thing I love of America, the garage sales. I love the fact of the garage sales.
All Italians love garage
Sometimes
sales.
you find some good
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I know.
And on top of that, there's some things that if I see, I can let it go. Like I was to this garage sale, there was a Italia jersey. It was one of those fake one. It was not like a real one. I bought it for a few dollars. I wash it and I give to my wife cousin, which is a kid, is not Italian at all. He's not, but he was happy that
Nice.
his uncle from Italy got him. I see an old school espresso machine. I gotta get it. I see an old school presepe. The things for, how you say presepe? The nativity. The stuff, the little Jesus. My
Yeah.
wife, first thing she saw me the presepe, say, "Why are you playing with Jesus action figure?" Like, I'm not playing with Jesus action figure. This is a tradition my dad used to do for me, and I'm gonna do for my daughter.
Right.
And when I go now, she loves it. And when I go to the store, to the flea market, yeah, also
Yeah,
the
flea market, yeah.
the garage sales and stuff, and they see the Italian stuff, I try to buy. I feel I gotta save. I gotta because the garage sales, whatever they don't sell at the end of the night, it goes in the garbage.
Right.
Like they don't even bring it back in the house. They just throw in the
bag it.
Yeah, so if you do a garage sale, you gotta make room.
That's why I go back at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's a good. You go back, not go on 8 o'clock, but go back on 8 o'clock. But yeah, so
So
that's true.
that's how I feel. I feel like at one point Italy is going to keep evolving,
They always will.
and there's nothing you could do about it. But the time capsule, which I like, you said that, is going to live in New York, in the United States, Brazil, Australia,
Yeah.
because those people are going to hold on to what they knew.
They left at that
what
time.
they left.
I follow this guy on social media. His name is Piazza Square. He makes video in Italian, but they understandable. It's very, and he goes to find all these Italian enclaves, and he find a town in Mexico when they still speak the same dialect from the Venetian region where
Really?
they've been there for 140 years, and they still speak the same dialect
Wow.
of their great grandfather. They don't speak Italian because that's not their tradition. Before 1861, very a few people in Italy speak Italian. Everybody will speak the dialect.
Only
of
the dialect,
region.
yes.
Same thing here. Like Sicilian, it's probably most common than
Right.
proper Italian
Right.
or Neapolitan. And they still hold the tradition. And that's literally a time capsule. So I love stories like that. I love to go to visit places like that. And I think it's going less and less. In Italy, it's disappearing because if you have a business, you have a coffee place, you gotta keep it updated because at the end of the day, you're gonna make business.
Right.
So I feel here in America, you hold your exclusivity. It's about, okay, we are a very old school, so that's why people stop by. But now I feel on a certain extent, it's going back to Italy. Like you go to some area and they trying to discover the old recipe. They find this 1800 cooking book, so they find the old recipe. They do this food that only my grandma used to make, and they going back so it's also going back there. But as you said, Italy evolved. I went back to Italy a few months ago, and the place where I used to go to love pizza, now there is a poke bowl place. And that was since when in
Poke bowl,
Italy
yeah.
we have poke bowl.
Yeah, my cousin called me last night.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, how you doing? This and that." I'm like, "All right." And then she goes, her fiance, he got, surgery done and all this other stuff, so he can't eat much. And then she goes, "I want the name of the Chinese che mangia." I said, Chinese.
Yeah.
Ma che adoro Chinese food? Yeah.
Yeah,
They're big. Sushi, Chinese.
Yeah, sushi's
Sushi's
big
big,
now.
yeah.
Sushi's big. Before I moved to America, I only had Chinese probably 5 times in my life, and we used to go to a big city next to me. There was not even a McDonald's where I was growing up. Like we had to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I had Chinese 5 times in my life. I had Mexican 1 time in my life because it was not such a thing actually. Now it's becoming a thing. So
Barbecue's getting big too.
Italy evolves.
I do have one problem with Chinese food. Why don't they? Have I ever seen a commercial for Chinese food?
Because you don't need a commercial when you got a product that sells
Do you
itself.
realize that there's never
No.
been a commercial?
Panda Express. That's it.
That's not Chinese food.
Exactly.
Chinese food, it's the most how you will put this in a nice word. The most bad food that
The worst food you could possibly eat.
Not the worst food that you possibly. The bad food that you say, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I see what you're saying.
It's cheap. At least used to be cheap,
used to be
not
cheap.
anymore. But it's cheap. It fills you up.
Tastes good, but
Taste
it's bad for you.
Taste decent. I would say good. It's a big word, but taste decent.
Mm.
But it's still like something you will eat, and it's Chinese food. Something you will eat local. You will never drive like 5 towns to go to a Chinese restaurant. But
Yes, I would.
For any other kind of restaurant.
He does.
I do.
You die.
Golden Harbor here, because I'm in Yonkers now.
Oh,
I've tried 4,
He loves Chinese
5,
food.
6 different Chinese places. They were all okay. I got one that's close. This one here, Golden Harbor, I will go there to the day I die. If they close down, I don't know what I'm gonna do down here anymore. I have no idea.
I see himself like a. You know the movie My Cousin Vinny? Like,
Yeah.
I bet the Chinese food sucks here. Like,
Yeah. Listen, there's a whole rule book.
If they close the Chinese food here, he's not gonna come in.
Oh,
no more.
I'm busy. I can't do nothing. Like, and they even say the best way to tell that you're going to a good Chinese food restaurant is the menu pictures that are on the wall if they're faded.
Faded.
If
Yeah,
they're faded,
I agree with that.
and if they have the a picture of a boat on a lake with the panda on it, whatever, it's really gonna hit hard. Like
Why? Why with the boat?
I don't know. That's what they have. Only the good ones have the
It's
boat.
like the old school Italian restaurant, the old school Italian pizzeria, not restaurants.
Pizzeria, yeah.
Old school Italian pizzeria, the spots they disappearing. If they have like a fake, like a very faded Italian picture, the place it's because it didn't need to renovate to stay in business.
Right.
The food was good enough to keep the place in business without
They
renovating.
didn't have to do any changes.
Even though the fumes ate the colors away.
Oh man.
I agree with you. When I go
See?
to a place, a Chinese place, and they see the faded stuff,
Yeah.
I will say that the food gotta be okay here.
You got to try the one here, man. Go to Golden
I
Harbor.
will try today.
Go.
Actually, I will try today.
You're awesome, man. Get the General Tao
Maybe we
chicken.
should all go and we'll record the experience. My first very good Chinese.
I love it.
You're gonna end up coming here every day, which is fine.
No, there is a few okay Chinese place
Yeah.
where I live, and I feel like every time I go to this place, I feel like as these people, is this place like a cover up for like some mafia? Like I can feel the place is like there is
Dead.
like no, but there is like cases of soda by the door,
Yes.
boxes
Yeah.
where you're supposed to sit,
Yep.
like.
2 tables.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
You get that little garbage
and,
pail.
and 17 cars in the parking lot.
Yeah, I feel like why are they gonna rob me here? Like it's gonna be. Should
Well,
I?
I was funny because you posted a video not too long ago, and you went to Italy just recently. Congratulations again for your daughter. He had the baptism out there.
Oh, nice.
You called the pizza Americana,
Yes.
and I was surprised because we don't eat that here.
Yeah.
So why would they call
So my friend Frank that works with me is he also follow me on social media. Say, Sal, were you joking or that's a real thing? That pizza in Italy? Say, no, that's a real
it?
thing.
Yeah,
We love that pizza. And we call American pizza because
The
there is
fries.
French fries and
And the
hot
hot dogs, yes.
on top. I love it. I still every time I go back to Italy, that's
It's been
my
a
go
while.
pizza.
I want to have.
I hope I find a place here that make the pizza. I will go there at least once a week. Like I have my cousin that makes a very good pizza, but he doesn't make the pizza with French fries. But at one point I gotta say, man, Luca, you gotta make me a pizza with French fries on top. Like you gotta make me happy.
I'm telling you, it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be good.
try that. I never tried it.
It's awesome.
Never
dude.
tried it.
I was to my cousin last night, and I had my pizza, and they give me a plate with French fries, arancine, how you call a pizzella with how you call in English the
Yeah.
zucchini flowers, the zucchini flowers.
Yeah, zucchini flower.
It's really good, see it. Yeah,
Mhm.
he made all this. I say, I'm gonna throw this fries on the pizza, like, but they probably. Yes, if I did yesterday, it was gonna be okay because there was a lot of Neapolitan people there, but
Mhm.
probably in America. Or it's like we put mayo on the French
I've
fries.
seen that.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I
And-
can't.
And
I'll
people
eat
were
it.
like, "Are you serious putting mayo on French fries?" Yes, I do.
I mix it with ketchup.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing, but over they literally mayo
Yeah.
on their
Yeah,
fries.
mayo
I
with
can't.
ketchup used to be very popular in the 80s.
Yeah.
80s, 90s used to be very, very popular in Italy.
Oh, wow.
Now it's at one point there was one brand that will sell mayo and ketchup together in the same
Rosy
tube.
sauce. Se chiama rosy sauce.
Yeah, yeah. No, but you will literally see the strip of mayo and the strip
Oh!
Separate, and you put it
and
together?
you squeeze, and the moment you squeeze, they mix up.
Wow.
Oh,
All
'cause over
right.
here they sell mayo chop.
Mayo chop. Yeah.
It's mixed already.
So no, this one it's not mixed. You will. It's like I remember when I was a kid, there used to be toothpaste like that. They used squeeze. the
Yes.
One
toothpaste,
color, one color.
one color, one color.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a tube of some. I don't know if they still sell, but there was a thing when I was a kid. You squeeze and you have mayo and ketchup. That will come in strips, and then in the plate when you dip everything
Wow.
together.
That's awesome.
But going back, because he said it twice. How are you, Papa?
Papa,
Come
yeah,
here, Papa.
it's beautiful. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm obsessed with my daughter. Like
Good, man.
before I had my own baby, I thought kids were overrated. I say it's better to have like nephew and
Nieces
niece
and nephew, yeah.
because when you're tired of them, you give back to the parents. You know, like you
Exactly.
enjoy a little bit, but then you give back. But I feel, and probably any parent can confirm this, the love you have for your own kid. Like I loved my parents, I loved my brothers, I love my wife. It's a new level of love. It's like nothing else is important. Like
Yeah.
so I'm enjoying it. I'm obsessed with my daughter. Thank you for bringing
Yeah.
bringing this up. So yes, I'm enjoying. I told my friend last night. I say I'm in a period of my life with all. I had a few health hiccups here and there. Even considering all my health hiccups, I'm in a period of my life that I'm happy because I get to enjoy. Actually, I had to stay home from work because I was like dealing with some health problems. So instead to feel like, oh my god, I felt like blessed, like I get to stay home and enjoy my daughter when she's very young.
Right.
But they grow fast. She
Yeah.
Oh,
turned
yeah.
1 year last week, and I feel like, where this time go? Like I remember last week I was in the hospital waiting for
Yeah.
her to be delivered, and now she's already 1 year
When they're
old.
that small, even a month, you look at a picture, a big difference.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Their faces develop. They get to see who they're really,
Yeah.
looking
And
like.
don't tell me they grow up so quick out of the clothes. We already have 3 beans.
Wow.
And my wife was, should we donate? No. Italians, we pass those to the next kids. Like I was the first kid, I had the new clothes. My brothers, they were my clothes. And the only time you get new clothes when I was a kid was during the holiday. Christmas, otherwise, like even you mentioned Carnevale,
Yeah.
our version of Halloween, the costume. They will buy a costume, but like, and then I'll pass to my brother, and then I'll pass to the other. I remember one of my costume was a old school Batman, like with the cape, the mask, the yellow thing with the bat here. And was keep passing through my brothers and my cousins. The first year we lost the cape. The second year we lost
There's
the
new
mask.
pieces missing here and
By
there.
the time it got to my cousin, it was like a black shirt with the thing yellow of Batman on it. So yeah, so I was like, we have like 3 bins full of clothes in the basement. I said,
Wow.
you never know, another baby may come by,
Never know.
or we're gonna give to one of my I don't have a niece here or nephew because I'm the only one in America, but very close friends. So
Right.
I don't give away to strangers. I donate stuff I pass to the family. Like
you go.
I don't I didn't grow up donating stuff. Like
No?
we
Listen,
save what we give
time
to the
flies.
family. Yeah.
Enjoy the baby. Mine's already, the oldest one's 13.
Yeah,
So time flies, man.
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
so.
And we get all the white hairs. You don't know nothing yet.
I don't know shit. I don't know.
You don't see in the cameras, but I start losing behind here.
Oh,
so
man.
Every time I go to the barber, I say, "What did you do? You cut all my black one. You just left the white."
You replaced it with the white one.
Yeah, because they're black on the top, but then they got trim and they got white underneath.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're coming in, man.
So
Would you ever dye your hair?
I know I don't.
Would you ever do it?
No, I will never do it. I will never do it. I was having a joke with my brother My brother is younger than me, but he lost more than me.
Oh,
And now in Italy, everybody's going to Turkey to go. If you fly, I flew one time to Istanbul. If you fly to Istanbul or Istanbul, how you say in America?
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
yeah.
Like there is like 20 people on the plane. Now they're very
All bald,
specialized on hair transplant. They will
Oh, they
grab-
doing it good?
Oh, they're doing
The whole
amazing.
plane, everybody in the plane coming back home is all the same.
Yeah, they take from here and they put here.
Wow.
It's and it's much cheaper than in Italy. So it's like when I was a young kid, everybody used to go to Holland for dental work because in Italy it was very expensive in Holland. So
Right.
so they will enjoy the Holland, the wooden shoes,
The clocks, yeah,
and then they will have their dental work done.
Crazy.
So I was joking with my brother. I was like, should we?
Go
My
to-
brother was, should we go to Turkey? I said, I will never do. What I'm gonna do eventually, I'm gonna shave my whole head
Really?
to see how I look like.
Oh man.
To start getting ready.
Prepare yourself.
The first time I realized that, I work with electronics. I was at this client house. I was setting up the cameras on the iPad.
Oh, you took your hair off.
No.
No,
And then
he
I was
saw a
like,
picture of himself.
I saw myself. I scrolled the camera. See, who's this bald man in the camera? Look, my camera was behind me. I was like I never saw myself from
the back.
From the top. Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm losing all my hair. Oh my god! And for some reason, on a low resolution camera, looks much worse than is in real life.
Right.
So I was like, oh my god! Like what's
You
going
turn
on?
around. The camera guy's crying for some reason.
What's going on behind my head?
Sal, thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming.
Been fun,
Thank you
man.
for having me. It was such a pleasure. Like every time I come here, I feel like it's an old reunion with friends.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you came up in our conversation not too long ago. It's been a year, past a year that you've been here. I'm like, we gotta get Sal back. It's been a while.
We need to have him
So
on.
thank you so much for coming.
Definitely, man.
Thank you so much, guys.
Sal off the boat, everyone. Have a great night.